In his speech, Governor Obi says the donation was meant to show the students his determination to improve on the quality of education in the state.
The chairman, Post-Primary Schools Service Commission, Mr. Norbert Obi, thanks the governor for being education-friendly.
Your Excellency, sir, we have an express and profound gratitude to you for your unquantifiable largesse to schools. Even though the challenges you met in the education sector and the center of your administration were numerous, like Napoleon, you came, you saw, and you conquered.
Governor Peter Obi said education is the only capital investment for tomorrow's leaders.
I know we have 200 something or 300 or 400 secondary schools. Let me reassure everybody, in our time, we should use in providing the lab, the balls, the computers, who will get every school.
Governor Obi also gave gold medals to some of the students for winning the National Science Competition, as well as coming second in the World Youth Science Competition in Brazil.
We must allow people's talents match up the opportunity. That is the only thing we can do for them.
Whenever I see people that bring this weak argument that Peter Obi didn't build any school in Anambra State, I always laugh, because it's either they are just playing politics, or they don't even understand what Peter Obi did in Anambra, or they don't understand what education is all about. Now, I'm not saying we don't need school buildings. Of course, you can't be talking about school without having school buildings. So school buildings must be there. But school buildings without good teachers and without the learning tools, those buildings will be nothing. They will just be monuments, and students will not learn anything there. Quality education depends on two major things. It depends on teachers, and it depends on tools. Teachers are the most crucial factor in student learning. A skilled, passionate, and motivated teacher will make a huge impact even in a basic classroom, and that is the truth. Come to think about it, some of us, our forefathers and even our fathers, they didn't really go to some of these fancy classrooms that we have now, but they had quality teachers. So, and then it translated to quality education. So I am not saying we don't need beautiful classrooms, but I'm saying that what is beautiful classrooms without equipment, tools, and good teachers amounts to nothing. And that is the fact I'm trying to say here. So tools like laboratories, books, computers, internet, they make learning practical and real. And these are the most important aspect of learning. And that is a fact. So, and when we talk about learning, we're not just talking about building unnecessary classrooms that don't have equipment, don't have laboratories, don't have computers inside. But if you have already existing buildings, you renovate them, make them fine, but more importantly, equip the school. And that was exactly what Peter Obi did. Peter Obi distributed over 30,000 brand new computers, 30,000 brand new computers across the state. And those computers, they had inbuilt national curriculum in all the computers. All the computers had inbuilt national curriculum in all of them. And then Peter Obi also provided internet connectivity and Microsoft academies in all the schools and across the state. Internet connectivity and Microsoft Academy, they were established across the state. Everywhere in Anambra, he established internet connectivity and also Microsoft Academy. It made Anambra the first to implement a statewide computer-based teaching and learning platform at that level. So Anambra State, under Peter Obi, the program they had, they made Anambra the first state to implement a statewide computer-based teaching and learning platform at that level. That is what we are talking about. Such that the program was recognized by international organizations, including World Bank, which studied the model as a case study for African education reform. That is it. They came to study that program. World Bank came to study the program, and they were looking at using that program for as a model, and as a case for educational reform in Africa. That is what we are talking about. That was what P2B did in Anambra State. So we're not just talking about talking and saying results, because results are what matters. What are the results? What are the impacts? He made so much impact that the world had to come to look at what he did. He made so much impact that he did not just break record in Nigeria. He was the first of any type, any state to implement such statewide computer-based education. That is P2B. That is Anambra State. So, and when we are talking about P2B's administration, sometimes I just laugh at people that maybe they are playing politics over it, or some of them are ignorant. So, in summary, P2B was the first to distribute laptops to public secondary schools in Nigeria. That was P2B. He was the first governor in Nigeria to distribute laptops to public secondary schools. Number one. Number two, P2B was the first governor in Nigeria to launch a Microsoft Academy in every school in the state. He was the first to launch a Microsoft Academy in every school in the state. He was the first to do that in Nigeria. Number three, P2B was also the first governor in Nigeria to provide internet access across all public secondary schools in his state. He was the first to do that. He was the first to provide internet access across all the public secondary schools in his state. Number four, P2B was also the first to integrate ICT education as a core component of WAEC and NECO preparations. Now you understand why they were always coming first under him, because he integrated ICT into the core component of WAEC and NECO preparation. And remember, those laptops that he distributed to those students have inbuilt national curriculum in all of them. So they have inbuilt national curriculum in all those computers. So you now understand, and now he made it compulsory. He now integrated ICT education as a core component of WAEC and NECO preparations. So you can now understand why Anambra was coming first all the time, because he made education, he made them understand, he provided the tools, he provided the environment, renovated the schools, but beyond that, he ensured that they had good teachers, and then he also ensured that they had the tools to learn. And that is what we are talking about, such that he was first to implement such. And that is what we're talking about, P2B. All I'm saying is, come 2027, P2B should be our president. Thank you so much. Remember, a new Nigeria is possible. God bless you.